Hey girl, do you want to grow your hair super long? Well, if that's the case, some hair gurus are recommending that you try rice water. Yeah, I know, rice water. So I personally do want to grow my hair super long, so I decided to start the rice water challenge, and for 6 weeks straight, every single wash, I used rice water. And I'm gonna take you through day one, and then I'm gonna show you how my hair looked at the beginning and how my hair looked at 6 weeks. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I have super frizzy hair. I've always had super frizzy hair, and that's something that I'm trying to get under control and get more definition. So let's see if rice water is going to be the key to my success. Make sure you stay tuned and watch my whole rice water process. I'm gonna go through my process with you from day one, and make sure you stay tuned so you can get my final thoughts on how I personally feel about rice water and if it's worth your time, energy, and effort. And also, if you like this wash and go that I have going on right now, make sure you check out my how to get the perfect wash and go with type 4 hair video, because the exact products that I used in that videos are the exact products that I use to achieve this wash and go. They are my go-to products when I want the perfect wash and go. It's my go-to technique when I want the perfect wash and go. So if you're struggling with your wash and goes, make sure you check out how to get the perfect wash and go with type 4 hair after you finish this video. And also, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I have a lot of great things coming and I don't want you to miss anything. So please subscribe and make sure you're part of my sisterhood. But let's get started with this rice water challenge to see if it's worth it. Today is day one of my rice water challenge. I just rinsed out my rice water. I washed my hair, conditioned my hair, and then applied the rice water, sat under my hooded dryer for about 30 minutes, and then rinsed it out. So this is my hair in its natural state, no product. As you can see, it's very big, very frizzy, and it's not super dry, but it's not super soft either. Dryness and frizziness have been like my #1 problem since I've become natural. So I'm doing this rice water challenge for an extended period of time, and I want to see what it does to the condition of my hair and the health of my hair overall. So I'm going to be very consistent with it. I'm going to use it every single wash, and I will keep updating you, and then I'll show you my final results. Hey girl, I'm going to show you how to do a rice water rinse. I started the rice water challenge about 6 weeks ago, and I've been doing it every wash day. So I wash my hair, shampoo, condition, deep condition, and then after I rinse out the deep conditioner, I apply the rice water and I let that sit on my hair for 30 minutes minimum, and usually about an hour maximum, and I sit under my hooded dryer, and then I rinse it out and style my hair as I usually would. So to create the rice water, you want to use organic rice. The rice that I'm using is long grain Thai jasmine rice by Organic. I got this from my local Safeway. If you have a Safeway in your area, they'll have it. If you don't, I'm sure you can find something comparable to this one, but you do want to make sure you use organic rice. So when I make the rice water, I use a mason jar and I put 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of distilled water. I let that ferment for about 12 to 24 hours. I store it in a cool, dark place to allow that process to happen. After this has fermented, I transfer it to this bottle that has a nozzle. So a lot of videos will tell you that it smells horrible and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't smell like that. It's not the end of the world. If you've ever done an apple cider vinegar rinse, if you can get through that, you can get through this. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But after I wash my hair and deep condition and all that, I just go in the shower and I distribute this throughout my hair and make sure it's thoroughly coated. I usually go in with the wide tooth comb and detangle. Then I put a plastic cap on my hair, sit under my hooded dryer, and allow the process to happen. Now, if you don't know, rice water is very beneficial because it has vitamins and nutrients that your hair needs. The nutrients that you take when you're taking vitamins for hair growth, those can be found in this exact liquid form when you do rice water. So it's like giving your hair food. So you could be taking vitamins internally, and then you can take the rice water and use it externally on your hair and be like double covered. Okay, so this is what my hair looks like after I've applied the rice water. It is extremely runny and it drips all over the place. So after you put on the rice water, you apply your plastic cap and then you sit under your hooded dryer for, like I said, a minimum of 30 minutes. You could do up to an hour if you'd like. I wouldn't recommend sleeping with this in because I find that the rice water kind of mimics a protein treatment. So your hair might end up being a little dry and brittle if you do leave it in for too long. I do recommend rinsing it out. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend leaving this in. It does mimic a protein treatment. So sit under a hooded dryer and then rinse it out. Okay, so this is my naked hair 6 weeks into doing the rice water challenge. As you can see, there is frizz, there is curl definition as well, which I love. I do attribute that to deep conditioning. I've really been on a deep conditioning journey, but I do think that the rice water has played a role in providing more strength. So the deep conditioner is providing moisture. The rice water, since it's similar to a protein treatment, is providing more strength. If your hair is protein sensitive and you find that a lot of the protein conditioners that are on the market now don't work well for you, this may be a good DIY treatment that you can do yourself at home and use and get the same benefits. And it may be a little bit easier for your hair to take in, and it attaches to your hair and it provides that strength like a protein would. So I'm going to continue doing the rice water challenge, and I'll let you know if it is beneficial or if it's just a waste of time. Okay, so as you can see, my hair in its natural state is still pretty frizzy. It does have some curl definition, but like I said, I contribute that to more of my deep conditioning process. I contribute that to the deep conditioners providing my hair with more moisture, because my hair isn't as dry as it was 6 weeks ago when I started this, but I've been heavily deep conditioning, as you probably will know if you've been watching my deep conditioner series video, because every week I review a new deep conditioner and tell you my thoughts on it, especially pertaining to low porosity hair, because if you're low porosity, you know how it is when it comes to finding products. So I do think deep conditioner did play a big part in my hair being a little more defined, but in terms of frizziness, that's something that hasn't changed as much as I had hoped at the beginning of the 6-week process. So that's still working, but everything's a process. Like, consistency is what's going to get you there in the end. You can't do something once and expect to get banging results. You have to be consistent with it and do it time and time again, and your hair will kind of get used to it, and then you'll start to see the results. But let's get back to my final thoughts on the rice water challenge. So I personally believe that the rice water is a great way to get or maintain healthy hair. It's chock full of vitamins and nutrients, things that your hair needs, and it's a natural way to provide your hair with that. So if you're into DIY, or if you're a naturalista and you prefer using things that you can make yourself, things that you know came from the earth, this is going to be a great treatment for you, and it's going to be very beneficial for your hair. So I would totally recommend trying it out, see how your hair responds. I mentioned before, I think this process mimics a protein treatment. So I personally like doing protein treatments, and I like the process of it a little bit better, because after you do a protein treatment, you go in with the moisturizing deep conditioner. But with the rice water challenge, the rice water is supposed to be the final part of your wash day, which kind of left my hair a little bit dry and brittle, just like a protein treatment would. So of course, you could go in and deep condition again, but if you pre-poo, shampoo, deep condition, rice water, and then deep condition again, and then have to style, especially if you have very dense hair, it makes for a very long day. So I do kind of prefer the pre-poo, shampoo, protein treatment, deep condition. I just feel like that works a little bit better for my lifestyle. But like I said, I do believe the rice water is very beneficial to your hair and provides excellent nutrients to your hair. So if your hair is lacking or you're beginning a healthy hair journey, this is a great way to kickstart that journey and like get into that healthy habit and get your hair on some healthy vibes and get that going. I do believe my hair has been really thriving, and that's something that's becoming more apparent when I style my hair. My hair is taking to styles. My hair is more moisturized. It's more manageable. I'm finding that I do have less shedding when I do detangle my hair during wash day. So I do contribute that to the rice water. I do think it provided my hair with more strength and nourishment, and internally my hair is benefiting from it. And it's becoming more apparent when I style my hair and I can visibly see the process and the progress. So I do recommend that you research rice water, Google it, watch videos, do your own research, see if it's something that works for you. If you think it's something that's worth trying. I do want to heed you and give you a little bit of a warning, a little bit of a caution when you're watching videos on YouTube, especially ones that have a lot of views. I want you to be mindful of those who've done the rice water one time and then told you it's like the best thing ever in life, but then never really did it again, or never mentioned it again, or never attribute it to their hair growth or their healthy hair journey. I do want you to be mindful of those type of influencers, because they may be making the videos because they know it's a hot topic and they can get views on it, versus having your best interest in heart. So I would watch influencers who have done the rice water challenge over and over and are pretty consistent and repetitive with it, or at least did it for 6 weeks plus, versus someone who did it once and then just told you their opinion. I do really believe that the rice water is a consistent thing. I don't think you're gonna see results the first day. I mean, there is a possibility, but I do believe it takes time for you to see the progress with the rice water challenge. So I don't personally believe people who did it once and then think it's a miracle treatment, because I had to do it for 6 weeks to actually start to see the progress and the results. And I'm coming from experience and a loving, genuine heart. I'm just doing it because I want to have healthy hair. I'm not doing it because I want a particular amount of views. So I would take heed to people who didn't do the rice water for a continuous amount of time. Just be cautious of that. Like I said, I recommend doing the rice water challenge. I really recommend being consistent with it. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do it every week, every wash day. Be really consistent and you will start to see the results. It's the same thing as with deep conditioner. You have to do it every week, every wash day. I recommend using heat. I recommend using heat with the rice water challenge, like I said when I was describing how to do the rice water challenge in the video. So heat is your friend when it comes to treatments that you want to penetrate your hair cuticle and your hair shaft. Remember that. But I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned something, and don't forget, if you like this wash and go, make sure you check out my how to get the perfect wash and go with type for hair video. And that way you can see exactly what products and what technique I use to achieve this particular wash and go. And don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if you want to start the rice water challenge, if you've started the rice water challenge, if you've already done it and you feel how you feel about it. Tell me how you feel, because I'd love to chit chat with you, get your opinion on it. Has it been beneficial to you? Do you feel like it's similar to a protein treatment in your hair, or do you feel like it's not? Please leave me a comment, let me know. Also, if you have any questions, leave me a comment. I'd be happy to help. Also, share this video and subscribe to me. I'd love to have you as part of my sisterhood. But until next time, see ya.
Lead them from temptation, make them royalty. All the things we face and make us question it. Lead us to salvation, pour that oil, please. That's how we become kings and queens.